Ms. Cheney?
Aye.
Ms. Cheney votes aye. Ms. Lofgren?
Aye.
Ms. Lofgren votes aye. Mr. Schiff?
Aye.
Mr. Schiff votes aye. Mr. Aguilar? Mr. Aguilar votes aye. Mrs. Murphy?
Aye.
Mrs. Murphy votes aye. Mr. Raskin?
Aye.
Mr. Raskin votes aye. Mrs. Luria?
Aye.
Mrs. Luria votes aye. Mr. Chairman, you are not recorded, and
Chair votes aye.
Mr. Kinzinger?
Kinzinger votes aye.
Mr. Kinzinger, aye. Mr. Chairman, on this vote, there are 9 ayes and 0 noes.
The motion is agreed to.
There's a little bit of bipartisanship going on in Congress. That is the January 6th committee, and they all voted, as you saw there, unanimously to hold, refer at least, is all they can do, Trump associates Dan Scavino and Peter Navarro to the Department of Justice for their contempt of Congress charges, as they're ignoring, or at least trying to skirt some responsibility with the subpoenas that they're getting. So let's go to some of the details of what it is that they've pushed forward or that they're looking to refer. So the panel's vote paves the way for the House to vote on whether they should each be referred to the Justice Department for a misdemeanor that carries up to a year in prison and fines of up to $100,000. So yes, it's going to the House next. The reason that they're getting this problem, Scavino and Navarro, is because they're doing that whole normal thing like ignoring subpoenas. So Navarro was a trade advisor during the Trump administration, and Scavino, who served as the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, they've defied subpoenas from the committee demanding that they testify and turn over documents that are relevant to last year's attack that disrupted the 2020 electoral vote count during a joint session of Congress. So these are some of the associations they've had with Trump and the things that they did, and they just want to get a little more information. Let's see some documents. Let's see you actually answer some questions under oath. But the problem is Peter Navarro, one of the people listed here, he already kind of spilled a lot of those beans already, because specifically, as the panel said about Navarro, he's publicly boasted about plans to upend the 2020 election results, even published a book last year, which I forgot he did that, in which he referred to the plan as the Green Bay Sweep. He said it was designed as the last best chance to snatch a stolen election from the Democrats' jaws of deceit. Oh, that's really clever turn of phrase. That's not all he said, because he went on Steve Bannon's show and kind of tried to implicate Bannon as well in their plan for the Green Bay Sweep. Watch him go into these details.
January 6th, this whole notion that the little Jamie Raskin's got that somehow President Trump wanted to do an insurrection. You are the hero on January 6th, Steve. As I say in chapter 21 of the In Trump Time, you were the guy who had the Green Bay Packers sweep strategy to go up to Capitol Hill. Pence is the quarterback. That we had 100 people working on the Green Bay team as linemen, halfbacks, and fullbacks, pulling guards, who were going to make sure that we remanded the results back to the battleground states for a couple of weeks so we could get to the bottom of that.
Makes you wonder why someone like Peter Navarro is openly and blatantly talking about the plan to overturn the election as if there was a legal and good idea. So really fast, Francesca, also not only was he pointing at Steve Bannon going, it's gonna be you too, right? You had that great idea on January 6th, you, Steve Bannon. He also implicated Trump a bit as well too. So Navarro has also said that Trump was, quote, on board with the strategy along with more than 100 members of Congress, and that's according to the committee's report. But he's looking to rely on some executive privilege calls that Trump keeps pushing, but those haven't worked out so far, Francesca.
Sure, my question is in the whole football metaphor, where's Trump? My guess is he is shoving popcorn down his face, eating and nachos at the same time in the stands, just like with a little flag, like, hey. He's very, like, that's the vibe, like, cause he's clearly not in the field. He's not doing anything.
That's what he did on January 6th.
This is what he did. He just cheered everybody on. I'll be right behind you, I'm running. Like, first of all, Navarro, oh my God, just such like washed up high school football coach energy with all of that. Like he's always been that, but like, ugh, we're like, you're as like a player, like, man, I gotta deal with this guy all the time. Damn it, He's so, and like, it's amazing because there's believers. I always like to see a true believer, like a true Trump believer. Mike Lindell, bless his little heart, because he might be completely wrong, but at least he believes, there's not a cynicism there. Whereas like Ted Cruz, you're like, Ted, we know you don't believe any of this stuff. You just did something willingly against the government. Whereas, and Navarro's like, just like, no, he's all in, baby. Like he knows, he thinks they're gonna do this. Anyway, it makes me very nervous for the midterms, but also you understand why there is a rush on all of what the January 6th committee is doing. Because if they vote 9-0 and then they have to refer it to the House, and if Democrats lose the majority in the House, well then come November, like this could all be turned on its back. So I can see why they're hurrying. And yeah, man, charge him with $100,000 fine or put him in jail. I don't know, I would really like to see somebody in handcuffs.